Tears in the courtroom as Dr. William Husel was found not guilty of 14 counts of murder. Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Andrew Kinsey. Yolanda is on assignment. The trial itself took over several weeks with more than 50 witnesses testifying. Jury deliberations took nearly a week, with the jury even saying at one point they were at an impasse. But in the end, the jury agreed with the defense, saying prosecutors did not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he intended to kill his patients. Husel's defense attorney was happy with the verdict, while patients' families were not.
It was a moment that you can't put words on it. It was, I heard the first not guilty, and I knew that there was 14. So it was an exercise in, patience, and my heart rate continued to increase as the counts continued to increase.
All these people waiting to get a verdict, and if they come back not guilty, is this what you expected?
No, I wanted to say guilty as hell.
Now, when asked if he will practice medicine again, his attorney says that discussion is for a different day, but he is scheduled to appear before the state medical board in June to discuss his suspension. Take a look. This picture is inside the jury room after the verdict, showing their decorum rules when deciding this case during a marathon deliberation process. The trial had many people on the edge of their seats. Tonight, TTV's Richard Solomon has some perspective from a law professor and a former prosecutor. Richard joins us in studio tonight with this side of the story. Richard.
Well, Andrew, certainly this case has stood the test of time. This verdict coming after 6 days of deliberations. But the decision was surprising to one law professor. And he says this case will be a model studied for years to come.
The result of the verdict in Franklin County's largest murder case.
Count 14, we, the jury in this case, being duly impaneled, sworn find the defendant not guilty as to count 14 of the indictment for murder.
Caught Ric Simmons, a law professor at Ohio State, a little off guard.
I have to say I'm surprised. I thought the prosecution did a very good job presenting a very methodical case.
Former Mount Carmel Dr. William Husel was found not guilty on all 14 counts of murder after nearly 2 months of trial. Prosecutors alleged Husel's doses of fentanyl and other drugs hastened the deaths of the patients. Initially on Monday, the jury told the judge they were at an impasse. Simmons says with a complex case like this, it's always going to be hard for 12 people to come to a unanimous verdict.
They did ask for a rereading of that reasonable doubt instruction. And so maybe that did help the jurors who were holding out for conviction on some of the counts to say, no, I think there might be reasonable doubt here, and therefore I have to acquit.
Former U.S. Attorney for Ohio's Southern District, David DeVillers, a former prosecutor himself, says the Husel case was unique.
A doctor being accused of knowingly, purposely killing people, that's pretty unusual. So I can't think of any case here in Franklin County or the Southern District of Ohio where we had something like this.
While the criminal chapter of the Husel case is now closed, a civil case is looming. But for the meantime, Simmons says Husel should appreciate this small victory.
Facing multiple life sentences must be something that's a huge weight on you. And so to have that lifted, it's obviously a great day for him.